Isn't this awesome? Hey everyone, Mr. MTRG here, and let's watch a death battle where I watch stuff fight to the death and they're pretty much murdered because I'm a sick bastard. And you like watching me, so let's watch the death battle. Guts versus Nightmare. Now, I really don't know much about Guts or Nightmare really that well. I played Soul Calibur 5 and I know how much of a cheap boss Nightmare can be. With that said, I think I'm going to rely on the theory of how death battle sort of is. You know, there's many theories on how to predict who would win the death battle. Like, I'm not gonna, basically, I think Nightmare is going to win, because, spoiler alert, the last person who represented Soul Calibur lost. So, and this is the second one who's representing the Soul Calibur series. So, I kind of think maybe Nightmare has a better chance. Plus, I did see the little trailers they produced, like, you know, like Guts cuts into the battle or something like that. And it did look like Nightmare was a little bit more powerful than Guts, but I'm not saying I don't like Guts, I just don't know him at all. I didn't watch his anime. I'm not saying I hate Guts, okay? He looks like a cool character. And, yeah. So, I think Nightmare's just gonna win, okay? But let's just get to work. Let's watch. Alright, let's watch.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Squarespace. The easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your idea. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Try Squarespace at squarespace.com/screwattack and instantly get 10% off.
I can't do it, can I?
For untold decades, scientists have searched for a legitimate method of measuring a person's level of badassness.
Yeah.
Completely missing the obvious answer.
Why is he wearing a triangle
thing?
thing?
His sword, like Guts, the brutal black swordsman.
Is that the anime, actually? No, that's probably a
Nightmare,
game.
the demonic scourge from Soul Calibur.
He's whiz and I'm
Oh, wow.
And it's
They're not ashamed of the gore in that anime, it looks like.
Armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, let's see Guts. And like I said, I saw. Why is this one
In the
eye?
realm of Midland, rumors run rampant of
Like
a
I said,
man
I saw
wielding
this
a
was
humongous
dark.
blade, slaying any who
The
get in his
sword.
way. But before his legend grew,
Hates
this
the
black
weak.
swordsman was known simply as
Training the
Guts.
fight since he was.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Guts is one of the most badass and hardcore characters ever.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
But the story of Guts is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, it's kind
Burn
of
and dark.
You've been warned.
Yep.
After a brutal massacre, Guts was born from the corpse of his mother, who'd been hanged from a tree.
Whoa.
And we're just getting started.
Yep.
Guts was discovered by a traveling band of mercenaries and was adopted by the camp whore.
Who died to plague 3 years later.
Oh,
With no
wow.
one left to turn to, Guts was mentored by the mercenary leader Gambino, who began
Gambino.
training him in swordsmanship when he was just 6 years old.
Hey, Guts, why don't you use a smaller sword? One right for your side.
Ooh. That must have been a hard
We don't
life to
carry
live.
any baby-sized swords for kids here anyway.
An extremely determined student of war, Guts was soon brought onto the battlefield and killed his first man at the age of 9.
Oh.
Despite his skill, life wasn't all murder, sunshine, and rainbows. Young
Yeah.
Guts was constantly abused in many ways that I don't really want to go
shit.
into. But these awful things he had to endure kickstarted the long, excruciating
Oh, it
process
looks so
of
cute
grooming
hugging that
Guts
sword.
into the
Wait,
scariest man in the world.
Wait, is that the anime actually?
After killing his crazed adoptive father in self-defense, Guts became a lone mercenary. And a damn good one. Recognized for his skill, he was recruited by the mercenary crew called the Band of the Hawk, led by an ambitious man named Griffith. The Hawk's Raiders would be Guts' first taste of camaraderie and friendship.
Good
Over
job,
the
Guts.
next
You got
3 years,
something.
they single-handedly ended a 100-year war. Things were looking
Good
up
job.
for Guts.
Yeah.
And then Griffith summoned a horde of demons, transformed into a bad monster, murdered all of Guts' friends, and claimed ownership of
Whoa.
Guts' soul by branding his neck.
Oh,
If that
wow.
wasn't traumatic enough, Griffith
Oh,
then
oh.
raped Guts' girlfriend in
Oh.
the pool of his friend's blood as he watched, pinned down with his eye gouged out and forced to cut off his own arm.
Oh.
Definitely not his best
God.
day. After all that, Guts dedicated his entire life to murdering Griffith as painfully and brutally as possible.
I don't blame him. He totally deserved it.
As they are drawn to his brand like moths to a flame.
But to do this, he needs the right tools for the job. He carries a belt of throwing knives and a pouch of mini bombs even demons can't take.
He also received a new mechanical hand, which houses a flamethrower, repeater crossbow, and a hidden single-shot cannon. Perfect for blasting a demon's face off.
Surprise, bitch!
But none of that compares to Guts' primary tool of destruction, the giant blade known as Dragon Slayer.
Wow. It's one big sword. What was I saying about this? This is shit.
Heavy and far too rough. It's too big to be called a sword. More like a heap of raw iron. And it might just be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Forged by the legendary hermit Godo, Dragon Slayer was made to, well, slay a dragon. Unfortunately, it was laughed off as impossible to use by anyone.
Yeah, except for Guts.
Sitting 6.5 feet long and weighing over 400 pounds, the Dragon Slayer is enormous, though not unfeasible. In real life, the largest sword ever used in battle belonged to a Frisian freedom fighter and stood 7 feet tall.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Nearly as heavy, only 14 pounds.
Really?
With a single swing of Dragon Slayer, Guts
seriously, is that the enemy?
A man wearing heavy armor.
Oh, did he kill a horse?
With his weapon, his horse, and any other people, animals, or demons who happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And after killing over 1,000 demons, no, I did not stutter, Dragon Slayer has bathed in so much demonic blood that it now rests in both the physical and astral planes of existence. Somehow. Meaning it is capable of harming any supernatural being.
Even ghosts!
Ghosts! Wait, is that the anime? It looks really freaking good, actually.
In combat. He can move faster than the eye can track, killed 100 soldiers on his own in a single night, and once jumped in the mouth of a giant sea god, cut his way through it, and killed it from within.
That seems a little extreme, doesn't it?
You intend to gamble your life on a single strike.
Guts will do anything to defeat his foes, including jumping into fire or allowing himself to be impaled just to gain an advantage. And somehow he always survives. He's fallen hundreds of feet, gotten stabbed through the face, taken 1,000 supernatural punches at once, and even been run over by an elf fairy Mothra going supersonic speeds.
Really?
But his disregard for his own safety can be costly. Honestly, the only reason he's still alive is pure dumb luck and unstoppable willpower.
And if Guts wasn't tough enough on his own, he wears the Berserker armor, the most insane battle
Wow, look at it. It looks awesome.
Activating the Berserker armor seals off the wearer's nervous system, making him immune to pain and its natural inhibitions. This allows Guts to fight at his fullest potential, boosting his power and speed at the risk of damaging his own body.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
With his armor, Guts' sword swing is more powerful than a cannonball, though the Force can break his own armor.
Oh, wow.
But don't worry, the cursed Berserker armor will literally rip and pierce his body to pin the bones and muscle back in place.
Seriously?
Now, don't get the wrong idea. The armor does not actually heal Guts. It just holds him together. This is dangerous because, well, even though Guts won't feel pain, that doesn't make him invincible.
Plus, the Berserker armor also kinda forces Guts to give in to his inner demons and lose all sense of morality and restraint, making him the most violent demon ever.
I don't even think that kind of matters. I mean, that more or less sounds like an advantage.
Guts is the embodiment of rage and the epitome of badassery. Believe me, the last thing you want to do is get in this guy's way.
Yes. Yes.
My sword has gotten very dull. However, it's 3 times as thick and does 3 times the damage of a normal sword. You'd better pray you die quickly, or this could be painful.
Wow. I don't want to piss that guy off.
Long ago, transcending history and the world, an enormous sword was forged, designed to be the deadliest weapon.
Yeah, who forged that sword anyway?
It was called Soul Edge, and it was a beast. Gigantic, powerful, sexy.
At a daunting 6 feet 1 inch in length, no ordinary soldier could wield it. But those who could proved unstoppable.
It left no survivors in its wake, just like my ex-wife at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
However, a great evil dwelt within the sword. After claiming victory upon victory and being bathed in the blood and hatred of countless foes, a fire was born inside Soul Edge.
Literally.
Really?
It's a demon made of friggin' fire.
The demon Inferno had one purpose: to infect the world with evil and chaos. But in order to accomplish this, he needed a warrior capable of wielding the true power of Soul Edge.
Pretty
To possess this warrior and transform them into the azure-clad Knight of Darkness, Nightmare.
Wow. Pretty much very restrictions
Inferno's
or
first
something like
victim
that.
came in the late 16th century, when a pirate named Cervantes de Leon raided an English galleon and discovered the intriguing blade aboard, claiming it
Cool.
as his own.
But as we know, this was no ordinary flesh-covered sword with an eyeball. Inferno seized this opportunity and possessed the pirate, testing his body by slaughtering the entire population of a
Exactly
Spanish
what kind of
port.
sword has an eye
Talk
anyway?
about a test drive.
Unfortunately, while powerful, Cervantes was not the ideal vessel Inferno sought.
So we made him sit in that town until two chicks showed up, killed his ass,
Wow.
and somebody more powerful picked up the sword.
That someone was a knight named Siegfried, and this
Siegfried,
was the body Inferno was looking for. Once
Whoa.
Siegfried's hand touched Soul Edge, Inferno began eating away at his soul, torturing him endlessly and feeding on his fear and anger, transforming him into Nightmare. Nightmare was powerful enough to threaten all of Europe, conquering whole armies and devouring thousands of innocent souls.
What is this? Arm of
If you
his
haven't
mouth?
figured it out by now, Soul Edge is kind of like the ring from Lord of the Rings. If it
Yeah.
could cut people and hungered for souls.
However, Soul Edge's power was incomplete. At some point, it had been broken, and shards of the demon's sword had been scattered across the world. To unlock Soul Edge's true power, Nightmare set off to find the lost pieces of his sword and repair it.
As Nightmare discovered each shard, the power of Soul Edge grew.
Wow.
And so did Nightmare's.
What the-
He
doesn't
could
even look like a sword
numerous
anymore.
stances, channel fire and lightning through Soul Edge, and devour
Wow.
the souls of hundreds at once with Soul Wave.
Really? Can Guts protect his soul? He's kind of like just standing there.
Despite Nightmare's ever-growing power, Siegfried constantly battled to free himself from Soul Edge's curse.
Good for you,
And
Siegfried.
Eventually, he succeeded.
Good for you,
The
Siegfried.
two
Good
did
for
battle
you.
atop Osterreinsburg Castle. But Nightmare's power was so great, the entire structure was obliterated by a single swing of his vile blade.
Just like a crazy ex-girlfriend, he figured if he couldn't have that body, no one can.
Soul Edge cannot be defeated by an ordinary blade.
Really?
In fact, only one weapon has ever been able to harm it, a supposedly holy blade called Soul Calibur. Unknown to most, Soul Calibur is actually the final shard of Soul Edge, reforged into a second sword made specifically to combat its demonic counterpart.
Wow.
Poor guy. How would you feel if some asshole decided to make a weapon specifically designed to murder you?
Wow.
It kept showing up everywhere.
Yeah.
Nightmare has come close to conquering the world on numerous occasions, yet a warrior wielding Soul Calibur always seems to show up and hold him at bay. While Soul Edge seems indestructible,
Apart from that pesky holy sword.
Inferno does require a mortal body to create Nightmare. Should Nightmare fall, Inferno can risk his own life by manifesting himself to protect Soul Edge, as his very existence is tied to the sword.
But if Nightmare manages to absorb that final shard, Soul Edge and Nightmare will merge into their ultimate form. Night Terror. A larger,
Terror.
deadlier, flyier nightmare.
Flyer.
Yeah, when one gains the power of flyingness.
Flyingness.
No matter the time, place, or vessel,
Wow.
few can match the vile trio of Soul Edge, Inferno, and Nightmare.
Yeah.
Darkness! I shall drown the world in both!
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle.
Giant swords, yeah!
Pause. Wow. Wow, these opponents really are coolly matched. I mean, even if this theory does prove right, I gotta say they picked a really strong opponent for Nightmare. Guts is... Wow, Guts is scary. I'm not even trying to be funny. No, he's scary. Very scary. I wouldn't want to mess with this guy. And what was I saying about this earlier? Is this really awesome? Oh yeah, it's a cool little dagger, but compared to those swords, it's not even good. You know, I kind of really hope Guts wins, actually, because I do not want my theory to be proven right, because it's not fun having the show be predictable. and if Guts were to win, then my theory would be wrong, and I can start being more in. It could just be more unpredictable every time I watch a death battle now. But if I'm proven right, then I guess I can make a prediction more easier. And let me see now. I think I have more losses than I actually do victories right now. Let's see. I was right about Kirby. I was right about Scorpion. When it came to Gara on top, I lost that. I know I lost twice against. I was Soul 1, and then I don't count Chuck Norris as the second Sanshiro. Let's see. He's the Czar 1, 2, and then Gara's top. I lost. Was there another one after that? I don't know, but this is like pretty much it's 3-2 right now, and right now I kind of need another victory to balance things out. So yes, I think Nightmare's going to win. I'm not gonna say I hope Guts wins. I do not hate Guts, by the way, but I'm just betting all my money on Nightmare because like there's all besides also like Soul Calibur is like the only thing that can kill it, so it kind of makes it almost impossible for Guts to probably kill it. I know it said he lives on him. I know he can like kill ghosts or something, but I mean, but that's not what Inferno is, right? A ghost? I'm not quite sure. I know the Berserker armor really does help Guts too, but again, it's just that Soul Calibur is the only thing that kind of kills to kill the sword, right? Again, I'm just betting on Nightmare, okay? Let's get back to the fight. Let's watch! Alright. Let's see. Sprite animation still. Sprites are good, actually. I know, we found the shards. Why do they look like Chaos Emeralds? Oh man, you ruined his moment. Why'd you ruin his moment, Guts?
You're in my way. Stand aside.
Really? That's not his fight style. You're in my way, I'm gonna kill you. Alright. Yeah. Wow. Pretty strong. Oh. Whoa, cuts through stone. Oh. Oh. Oh, lightning. Forgot he could do that a little bit. Oh, it's the... Alright, Guts can protect his soul, actually. What is the hell is he saying? I can't understand him. Just in the middle of talking to. Fire. Oh, wow. What? That's a little cut? All that blood for a little cut?
Die!
Oh, that didn't seem as strong as I thought it would be. What the? What? What the? Oh, Night Terror! Night Terror! Why is his wings made of fire? Oh! Beam. Wow. Come on. Laser beams. Laser. No. Oh, wow. Wow, he didn't actually take a lot, but I guess that's true. Guts can take a lot of pain, too. What's Scott gonna do? Okay, he's gonna. Alright. Yep, kind of. Yep, like you said. Oh, wow. I did not see that coming. Whoa.
I told you to stay out of my way.
Yeah, you killed him actually for no reason whatsoever. Oh, it's Inferno. That kind of looks like that. I don't know what it is. Fire. I haven't seen the Berserker armor yet. Is it happening soon? Oh, hey, here it is. Alright, now. You killed it. Ah. Oh, I get. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that was awesome.
I call a sword fight.
Yeah.
Well, Nightmare wields more power than Guts. This is what Guts does every single day.
Oh yeah, right.
Shit
That's.
kicked out of him trying to defeat gods and demons.
Yeah, right. He does fight demons a lot.
Still prevails.
It's true, all his life.
I mean, this guy lives in a world where giant monsters are trying to kill you, eat you, rape you, or all three at the same time.
Wow.
Just
How does
Monday.
it? Monday.
It's true. All his life, Guts has had the odds stacked against him, and yet he's still kicking while everything else is dead.
Oh, but Wizard, I thought only Soul Calibur could
Yeah.
destroy Soul Edge.
That's also true in the Soul Calibur world. However, Inferno exists on an astral plane. If you
He
recall,
does?
Guts' Sword Dragon Slayer also exists on such a plane, leaving no question that it could destroy Soul Edge. Plus,
Oh.
his Berserker armor bought him plenty of time to land the killing blow.
Yeah.
Because it will literally let you fight on until all of your bones are shattered and the last drop of your blood is spilled.
And it's not
Wow.
like Soul Edge was going to have any luck tempting Guts into picking it up and turning into another nightmare. Not only has Guts dealt with enough demonic shit to know that's a bad idea,
It's
he
kinda funny whenever
loves
Wiz
the Dragon
swears.
Slayer. He's not giving that up for anything.
Guts was just a whole nother caliber.
The winner is Guts.
Good job, Guts. Good job.
Next time
on Death Battle. Alright, let's see. Iron Man! Alright, Iron Man, let's see who you fight now. Well, geez, I hope no one lost our ears.
It's like the old saying, if you want someone
this?
killed right, you have to kill him yourself.
Lex Luthor! I know these guys a little bit. Alright.
Hey everybody, click that like button if you like huge-ass sword battles. And be sure to share and subscribe.
Alright, this is gonna be
For
awesome.
more action, check out the latest 1-minute melee between Lucario and Renamon. Yes, Pokemon versus Digimon.
Watched it
It's
already.
happening.
And be sure to pick up Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures on Wii U. We have a video game on Nintendo. Yay!
Yay!
Thanks for watching.
Alright. Zach, simple as that.
If you need a website,
Oh, I am not Wow, that was an awesome sword fight. Wow, that was awesome. The death battle was really cool too. It went all over the place. Well, in the forest of dead trees, I guess. But still, it was really awesome too. And I'm actually happy that Guts won, and I was wrong, which means this racks me up to 4-2. Wow, I really need to start guessing now. This makes Death Battle now very unpredictable for me, so I am going to enjoy these a lot more. And excuse me. And yeah, I accept the reasons, and too because it was kind of really cool too. I mean, the Berserker armor. Grr, I really should have counted the whole the sword exists on a astral playing field too, I guess. On that, good death battle. Next one, Tony Stark, Iron Man versus Lex Luthor. It's gonna be interesting. And Guts, I will watch your anime in 2 years. Because your stuff looks intense. And look what the hell I'm watching now. By the way, new poster. Notice that? New poster. Yeah. Oh, I just forgot to do this again. Click here to see the official release. Really am terrible for that. Hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe button just because you like me.